Welcome and hello here on Saturday, February the 11th. Mom was here today. She picked up tax papers. She does my taxes for me. So, and my friend Marilee takes care of it. And she ended up paying for lunch today. She just came down for lunch to do a little bit of shopping. So when we were out shopping, there's a flea market, an antique store here in town called Those Were the Days, and there's always a bunch of movies in there to be had. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I left off in my movie collection over there. I need to figure that out someday, but I figured maybe if I start when I buy, a few movies or whatever, or when I get back from a vacation, just kind of do a pickup video and just at least share with you the movies that I picked up. And then if they get repeated later in, a video, whenever I go back to doing that, if I ever do, I really should someday. One of the things that I promise. But anyway, for today, as you can see, we have 4 films here for you. The first one is, it just sounded fun. It's Spy Cat. That's just an animated film. I think there's a chicken behind the sticker. I don't know. I just got, pretty much just got home. So, tearing the sticker off has done nothing. It's not helped at all. But it's just kind of a fun Marnie, a pampered house cat, trades a life of luxury for a new adventure as a private eye. With help from new friends and her favorite detective TV shows, Marnie sets out to solve a mystery and prove she's more than just a house cat. So it was only $1. I figured it couldn't hurt to pick it up. It has a little thingy on the inside. I couldn't quite tell that from before, though somebody kind of had it open. Of course, it's good, I guess, to make sure that the DVD is actually in there, and it is. So, hey, there we go. So this just kind of looked like a fun, like I said, and it was $1, so it's kind of like, sure, why not? Okay. And then it also, in that booth, was this one, and of course I noticed instantly because of the shiny slipcover, and it said R.L. Stine. As you may know from other videos, I didn't do the Goosebumps, but I did the Fear Street books. I was more that age where I did the R.L. Stine Fear Street books instead of the Goosebumps. But this is Monsterville, R.L. Stine's Monsterville Cabinet of Souls. So it's from the creator of Goosebumps. It even says on top. But it's a shiny slipcover, and I thought, well, maybe, I don't know if I'll be able to find it with the shiny slip. Oh, and look at that. It hasn't even been opened yet. So, cool. I guess that's a really good deal then. But it was $4 for the DVD. But this is the one that I paid the most for. But I was like, well, I mean, R.L. Stine stuff can be good sometimes. Like even I didn't watch it originally when it aired, the Goosebumps TV show, but because it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix or not. I was watching some of it there, and some of his stuff can be fun, even if it's kiddish, a little kiddish. But dare to enter a mysterious realm where the cost of admission just might be your soul. From the dark imagination of renowned author R.L. Stine and starring a bunch of people comes an original chilling adventure. When a traveling Hall of Horrors show arrives in the town of Danville, 4 high school friends can't wait to get spooked. The monster zombies and ghouls are completely lifelike, and the villainous showman, Dr. Hysteria, and his enchanting assistant, Lilith, really know how to turn up the scares. But when Beth discovers a haunted cabinet backstage that traps the souls of lost teens, it's up to the gang to stop the mayhem before they are trapped forever. So, there again, I mean, who knows if I'll actually even ever watch this. But it kind of sounds like, some of those, kid horror movies, which can be fun. Wonder if I can take off this sticker. Now I'm going to have to try to take off all the stickers. Hey, look, that one came right off. It's done. It's out of there. But yes, I saw on the side, I could see it had a slipcover. My eye is instantly drawn to anything that has a slipcover because you can't always find movies with slipcovers. You have sometimes, I think they know that on eBay. They charge a little extra. They're like, hey, this version still has the slipcover with it. So I was like, okay. And then I saw it said R.L. Stine, and I thought, it's like, why the heck not? Why the heck not? Once again, add it to my collection and never fucking watch it, as I do. The next movie, I've heard of this movie, Death Trap. I wasn't totally sure what it was, and there again, as you can see, I paid $1 for it, so not a big deal. A stylish, sneaky cat and mouse movie. It sounds kind of, it almost sounded Clue-ish when I was reading through, you know, because the Clue movie is kind of a mystery, but also a comedy kind of thing. For some reason, I guess I always thought this was like a thriller or something. I never, like, I knew of it, but, because the cover even, like, I've seen the cover before. But it says, if you were a famed mystery playwright with a devastating string of recent flops, what would you do for a can't-miss thriller script? Beg for it? Pay for it? Pray for it? Kill for it? Get snared in Death Trap, the fiendishly funny film version of Ira Levin's Broadway hit starring Michael Caine as the blocked writer, Dylan Cannon as his loving, naive wife, and Christopher Reeve as a former student who's written a play so flawless, even a gifted director couldn't ruin it. Gifted director, conveniently, Sidney Lumet and screenwriter J. Preston Allen packed this movie's insidious hairpin twists with such drop-dead wit and delightful dread that you'll stop laughing only long enough to gasp in surprise. So, I thought, once again, you know, $1, I couldn't go wrong with that. So, and it has, like, this version of DVD case is older, so, you know, like, that's I feel like this was like when DVDs originally first started coming out, they were putting them in this case. So this is an older version. That sticker came right off too. Cool. It's done. So sometimes I like to get these just to have the older versions of them. I don't know when it says. This is the standard version. This film has been modified as follows from its original version. It has been formatted to fit your screen. I mean, sometimes it's nice to have the widescreen version, I guess, so that they don't do that sort of thing. But I was looking for a year, 1982. Is that one? Well, 1999. DVDs weren't out in 1982, dumbass. Sometimes I just got to keep it real with myself. So 1999 apparently is when this version came out. But so yeah, this little, you know, this old version of DVD case. Sometimes I like to get movies, especially if they're cheap, in that just because, like I said, it's an old version. And this one, how could I not buy a DVD collection that's Backwoods Bloodbath? 5 movies. I thought it was like the 5th version of this. Backwoods Bloodbath. I couldn't not own a DVD with that ridiculous of a name. It has Hoboken Hollow. For some reason I thought that was a sequel, but you can see all the films on here that Hoboken Hollow and Invisible. I'm trying to read it backwards. Windcraft. And there's the Backwoods Massacre thing, and Mother's Day Mother's Day Massacre, I believe is what that is. Windcraft. Did I say Windcroft? I don't know. Hoboken Hollow. That's very dark. Inspired by true horrific crime stories from Texas and beyond, Hoboken Hollow spins a dark tale of violence, terror, and slaughter on the farm. Invisible. A couple is attacked at their lakeside cabin by a pair of deranged backwoods brothers who force them to fight for their lives. Windcroft. Oh, it is Windcroft. What did I say? I have no idea what I said. Windcraft. I don't know. When the father dies, John inherits the family farm and a dark and disturbing past. Mother's Day Massacre. Jim Cavanaugh heads to the backwoods in search of his estranged mother, but what he finds is not the open arms of a loving family, it's the sharp end of a hatchet. And of course, the piece de resistance, whatever. Why do I keep wanting backwoods blood bath? I don't know why that is such a tongue twister for me. Curse of the Black Hodag. The Hodag. Is this a film about Rylander, Wisconsin? Bonding over the death of a classmate, a group of college kids heads out to the woods for a weekend away, but what starts out as a booze binge turns into a bloodbath. Oh no, it's not rated because of adult situations, nudity, violence, and profanity. Profanity. Now I have to look this up because backwoods... Oops. Nope, I missed the B. We went to a place with... It was the Hodag. It was like Rylander, Wisconsin. So I wonder if they made a movie about that... that creature. I don't even really necessarily know what the creature is supposed to be. More. I need more. What is this? In 1877, a fierce creature known as Bovinus spiritualis, the Black Hodag, was discovered in the northern woods of Oneida County, Wisconsin. To this day, locals whisper of the Black Forest and the curse of the creature that dwells within. Backwoods Bloodbath is an old-school horror gore flick about 6 friends who take a road trip to a backcountry town where a local legend has been feeding off the population for decades, only to find themselves becoming the latest items on the creature's menu. Are you shitting me? Like, I didn't even know that when I picked this up, but as soon as I heard Hodag, that's what it is? Well, shit. I got a horror movie about the Hodag, because you go there and there's this big like thing, and I think there might be like little miniature Hodags or something in the windows or something. So they made a horror movie about the Hodag, and now I own it. Okay. Now even more so. I'm glad I picked this up. I couldn't pass it up. It was like $2, right? Yeah, it was like $2 for these 5 movies anyway. And Backwoods Bloodbath. When I'm looking at it, I can say it. Shit. So now I'm even more excited that I got that. I might have to watch that tonight just to see what it's all about. The Curse of the Black Hodag. Well, it's not a Black Hodag. The one in Rylander is like green. Let me see. Now, I did this the other day, and hopefully I didn't set off anybody's phone when I did the... Okay, Google. Hodag, Rylander, Wisconsin. Not Hodad, you dumb sack of shit. Let me try it. Okay, Google. Hodag, Rylander, Wisconsin. It's this big green thing. I want pictures. Tourist attractions? The Hodag. There he is. Ah, you son of a bitch. Where'd you go? No! I had it. It was right there. Where'd you go? The Hodag. There he is. He's in front of their visitor center. Oh, and apparently they put a Christmas hat on him for Christmas. There's a guy standing on top of him. But yeah, recently, the very next picture is do not climb on the Hodag. He's fragile. So don't do that. Don't do what that guy did. Recently, I think it was Jody Messina. I think it was Jody Messina who was like doing or Terry Clark, somebody. I think it was Jody Messina was doing a show in Rylander, Wisconsin, and I posted that. Mom bought a bumper sticker from there, and it said, beware the Hodag or watch out for the Hodag or something. So I said, watch out for the Hodag, and posted it on there. So, well, that is that's a nice little revelation there for me, because I did not realize I just thought this was a ridiculous like name for a set of movies, and it's actually the name of one of the movies and the name of the movie that I have a special connection with because we went and we saw the Hodag. I like there again, like I said, I don't know the whole lore behind the Hodag, just the just giant thing in front of the visitor center. And there might be like little miniature ones in town for you to find or something, kind of like murals, but they're Hodags or something. It might be Hodag murals or something. I can't remember. It's been a minute since we've been there, but but yeah. So this was definitely now. It was already worth the $2, but that puts a little special spin on it for me. A little special personal spin for me. Neat. But anyway, so those are the 4 movies that I picked up today. And I've picked up movies. I don't know. I did a pickup video at some point. I thought about maybe grabbing piles over there and just kind of starting with the piles and just kind of going from there. I don't know. I'd have to figure out where I and if something repeats, something repeats. You just have to get over it, I guess. But anyway, those are my pickups from today. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my weekend, probably unconscious because I sleep a lot. And you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you for what I see you.